Sky echoes in the cathedral. The city surrenders quietly to dusk, draping its streets in a softly woven blanket of grays and golds. The cathedral stands in silent majesty, its spires piercing the twilight sky like the steeples of a dream. The cobblestones beneath my feet are bathed in shadows, leading me to the cathedral's massive wooden doors. I, Sebastian, open them with the gentle reverence of a pilgrim entering a holy sanctuary inside. The flickering light from the stained glass windows casts a kaleidoscope of colors on the polished marble floors, creating a transient tapestry that weaves through the vast, echoing chambers. In this serene embrace, I commence my nightly vigil armed with a mop and bucket, feeling the century-old stones cool beneath my feet. The mop's rhythmic swishing acts as a metronome in the sacred space, the cathedral alive with the whispers of time. Solitude wraps around me, accentuating the echoes within my own heart. I glance up at the silent organ, its pipes standing like sentinels, waiting to be awakened. They reflect my own sense of dormancy. My heart, heavy with unspoken dreams and persistent doubts, pulls me to my knees. Pressing my forehead to the cool stone floor, I pour out my soul in prayer. Lord of mercy, do I belong here? I feel lost. Guide me, show me my place. A gentle breeze, unexpectedly warm and redolent with the scent of beeswax candles, caresses my cheeks. It's a subtle reminder of past light and a herald of future promise. My racing heart begins to settle, soothed by a presence I cannot see, as though his hand rests comfortingly on my shoulder. The air hums with quiet affirmations, renewing my sense of purpose. Strengthened, I rise from my knees, ready to tackle my duties, now imbued with sacred encouragement and hope. Later, as the day's light fades into night, I linger in the nave's deepening shadows, watching as the choir director steps into view. Her silhouette glides with unspoken grace, her footsteps echoing softly against the stone floor, a gentle rhythm that complements the gathering night as her fingers dance over the organ keys. Celestial melodies dispel the silence, reverberating through the majestic stone arches that cradle the sound. Each note unfurls like a prayer, whispering to my soul's deepest longings. Captivated, I find myself drawn once more to the altar, yearning for transformation. The music becomes a conduit to his presence, Holy One. I whisper into the sacred silence, help me surrender my fears. Teach me like the bees, whose silent work rings louder than thunder. As the final note lingers, a lightness settles within me. A subtle shift occurs, aligning my heart's calms with his grand design. Trust blossoms in the hallowed quiet, a quiet courage infusing my spirit. Guided by the sacred, I resume my cleaning. Every mundane task now a meditation, woven into the tapestry of faith. The broom's gentle brushstrokes become a prayer, resonating through vaulted ceilings that have witnessed countless devotions. His whisper rides the evening air, you are as the bee, each task contributing to the greater whole. A revelation dawns on me, simple yet profound, to open the cathedral's doors earlier each evening, offering sanctuary to weary souls in search of solace. I share this vision with the rector, his eyes lighting up with silent assent to my suggestion, his warm smile echoing the unspoken blessing. As I complete my shift, the sky deepens to velvety indigo, and stars kindle in the heavens like holy candles illuminating the night. Tomorrow holds new promise, welcoming others into this sacred space, offering them the refuge and quietude I have found. A kinship with the bees blossoms within me, our unseen labors sustaining the world in quiet harmony. On the cathedral steps I pause, feeling the city, keeping time with the stillness behind me. Eyes closed, I inhale the serenity He has planted within me, sensing the divine rhythm that connects my heart to His greater purpose. The Lord of mercy has granted me a place not marked by grandeur, but defined by humble service.
Holy One, Shepherd of my soul, thank you for the hive of your love, for guiding my heart to its purpose. As you bless the work of bees, may my life echo your grace, building the sacred and courage. Amen. cacti, broken strings. The night enfolded the city in a misty embrace, with rain falling softly like a whispered lament. Beneath the bridge by the river, I played my old guitar, each note an offering to the night, mingling with the rain's rhythm. Street lamps cast shimmery reflections on the wet pavement as distant traffic murmured a faint chorus. Then a sharp twang, the D string snapped, silencing the melody. An emptiness echoed inside me, leaving only the rain's relentless patter. Eyes closed, I offered a raw prayer. Lord of mercy, I feel lost. Is this your sign? Show me the way, I pray. A gentle breeze caressed my cheek, comforting like a hand on my shoulder. The river floats steadily, its surface rippling under the moonlight. I listen, seeking divine guidance in the night's rhythm. The humming stranger, leaving a clean fragrance, mingling with the river's earthy scent. I sat on the riverbank, guitar in lap, when a lone figure emerged, humming a familiar tune, carried by the damp air. It was my melody, woven with simple elegance. Watching the figure fade into the night, their melody resonated deeply. It felt like a divine nudge, a reminder I wasn't alone. I whispered a prayer of surrender. Shepherd of my soul, forgive my doubt. Guide me to climb the next ridge, to find my path. The night held a promise, as if heaven whispered a secret into my spirit. I stood, the weight of despair lifting, resolve taking root. Perhaps it was a new beginning, where the broken strings of my life could be rewoven beautifully. With dawn's first light, I stood at the city park's edge. The crisp air was a fresh prayer, each moment a promise. I reflected on the stranger's melody and the pull on my spirit towards something unseen, yet deeply felt. Breathing deeply, I embraced the new day like an unwrapped gift. With reverence, I restrung my guitar, each movement a meditation, every note a prayer reborn. As the sun rose higher, I played again, the music lifting with renewed vigor. The notes carried a message, speaking to those who paused to listen, drawn by the familiar tunes, now infused with new life. Passers-by paused, softened by the morning light and music's embrace. In surrendering my despair, I received a gift, clarity of sound and purpose. The world listened, each note a testament to grace and renewal's power. A new horizon, the day unfolded with unexpected blessings. A cafe owner approached, warm and inviting, offering me a spot to play regularly. It was a chance to share my music, to become part of a community, weaving tunes into daily life. Gratefully I accepted, sensing God's guidance. No longer just a busker by the river, I became a storyteller, each performance a testament to grace. Familiar faces from the river nights appeared, eyes bright with recognition and encouragement, a reminder of shared journeys and support. The world hadn't changed, but I saw it anew, climbing with faith restored and spirit renewed. Holy One, you hear the silent cries of our hearts. Transform my doubts into melodies of faith. Guide my steps as I walk this renewed path, and keep my heart open to your whispered guidance. Amen. As the streetlights whispered their last goodbyes, I unlocked the door to our small town bakery. At 4 a.m. the world in slumber, the morning air nipped at my cheeks, hinting at the day's untold stories. A pale gold light brushed the horizon, promising warmth inside. Flower drifted like soft snow, the scent of yeast and warmth, a comforting embrace against the chill. It was a ritual as ancient as time. In the dimly lit kitchen, I knelt before the Lord of Mercy, seeking His presence, my soul burdened by dwindling customers and the looming fear of failure. Holy One, I murmured, guide me, show me how to break this bread to nourish more than bodies, but souls. Amen. The words mingled with the scent of rising dough, a plea for divine intervention as I rose. The candlelight shimmered with hope, conflicted rivalry. The town awoke, life stirring outside as the sun rose. The clatter of deliveries, joggers weaving through the morning light, all part of the day's rhythm. My routine was disrupted by Marco, the rival bakery's owner. His larger modern bakery attracted the crowds that once filled my shop. Yet today something felt different, stirred by the morning's prayer and a newfound resolution. The rush of customers came and went, but my spirit remained unsettled. Drawn back into prayer, I saw clarity, shepherd of my soul. I whispered, forgive my pride, show me how to love my enemies. Let my heart be as warm as this bread. Amen. The words infused the air with strength, melting icy barriers within me. The dough responded, rising with lightness, blessed by the prayerful spirit. As dusk approached, long shadows painted the streets. I saw Marco outside, grappling with a vending disaster. Bread scattered like fallen leaves, instinct said to walk away. But the morning's prayer had changed me. With a fresh loaf in hand, I crossed the street. Marco, I called, breath visible in the cool air. His surprise evident as I handed him the bread. For when things fall apart, I offered a suspended moment, followed by a shared smile, thawing years of animosity. A simple act, yet deeply profound, a breaking of bread that broke down walls. The streetlights glowed brighter, witnessing grace transcend the ordinary. A heart transformed that night. The bakery breathed with life, alive with peace. The lamp's glow cast dancing shadows, a haven of warmth and reflection, cleaning flour-dusted counters. I understood the Lord of Mercy had shown the way. It was in breaking and sharing bread that my heart found rest. The rivalry transformed, not a battle but a shared journey, a tapestry of grace woven from kindness and understanding. As I locked the door, the cool air carried whispers of hope and renewal. Tomorrow would come with new mercies, lessons of love and forgiveness learned before dawn. The bakery sign swung gently, a silent herald of a fresh start. Lord of mercy, you break open my heart as I break the bread. Teach me to live in your grace and share your love. May my hands work for peace and my words be balm to the weary. Guide me to walk your path of righteousness and mercy, bringing healing with each step. Beneath the crimson sky, act high, the rivers lament. Dust descends over the city, painting it in crimson and gold. Skyscrapers stand like sentinels, reflected in the river's gentle current. I sit on the riverbank, my guitar cradled in my lap. The scent of damp earth and distant street food mingles in the evening breeze as the city hums its nightly tune. I strum my guitar, the first note smooth, then a string snaps with a sharp twang, leaving a discordant echo. I stare at the broken string, feeling as unraveled as it, dreams deferred and paths untaken. Lord of mercy, I whisper, my voice lost among the rustling leaves. Why does everything seem to fall apart? Show me my purpose, guide my hands. The river murmurs softly beside me, yet I hear no clear answer. I close my eyes, seeking solace in the rhythm of my breath, trying to listen beyond my doubts. Silence echoes within, yet I hold on, waiting for a sign as elusive as the evening mist. Street lamps flicker on, casting a soft glow. Footsteps crunch on the gravel path, and a stranger emerges. A young man with a humble smile, his eyes kind. He hums a tune that feels both familiar and foreign, weaving into the stillness, reviving a song buried in my heart. That song, he says, his voice warm, reminds me of hope. I hum it when the world feels heavy. The melody is ancient yet new, carrying history and yearning that transcends words. The simplicity of his presence is a balm to my spirit, with an unspoken understanding. He kneels next to me on the dew-kissed grass. Sometimes when we're lost, it's not the song that's wrong, it's the way we hear
Together we bow our heads amidst dusk's whispers. Shepherd of my soul, he prays his words like rain on parched soil. Guide us through our doubts, may we walk with those who are heavy laden, sharing their burdens as you share ours. His prayer is soothing, filling the void left by despair. His sincerity opens a space within me, where vulnerability meets grace, a fragile faith almost forgotten. I see my snap string not as an end, but as a call to change, to adapt my song to the present, to the Holy One who hears even in silence. The river's murmur becomes a chorus, confirming I am not alone. We rise, my spirit lighter, I thank him, and he departs. Steps fading into the night, I watch, holding on to the light he brought into my soul. Alone again, but not lonely, I retune my guitar, letting the remaining strings resonate. A raw and refined harmony full of promise. The music flows unbound by perfection, shaped by whispers and a stranger's prayer. Each note is a prayer, a dialogue with the Holy One, echoing with renewed promise. I understand now, my song is a journey, a path with those cast aside, the oppressed and forgotten. Their stories intertwine with mine, each burdened, yet bound by the same melody, by the river under the sky. I find sacred connection, a calling to listen, accompany and heal city. Lights twinkle like stars, a reminder of the divine in the mundane, the sacred in our journey. Holy One, your guidance is my light. Help me walk with those who suffer, to hear their silent cries and share their journey. May my life be a song of hope and healing, a testament to your love, amen. sun retreats below the horizon, painting the vast expanse of sky in deep orange and fervent red, casting elongated shadows across the cracked, worn asphalt. I stand beside my truck at a secluded rest stop, a place ensconced in solitude. My truck, a metal giant and steadfast companion, stands silent, mirroring the growing silence within me. The cool evening air wraps around me, whispering secrets through the rustling of nearby trees, mingling the scents of pine and diesel, a reminder of a life that's constantly in motion. My gaze drifts upwards to the vast, boundless sky, where timid stars begin to puncture the twilight, distant promises of something greater than the endless miles I've traveled.
In the quiet of this moment, I wrestle with the reality of running on empty, not just in the fuel tanks of my old rig, but in the well of my soul. The load I carry is more burdensome than anything strapped to my truck, a weight born from missteps and regrets, a compilation of unattended hurts. The distance between me and my daughter feels far longer than any highway, a chasm filled with unspoken words and withered apologies.
As dusk settles deeper over the landscape, I find myself falling to my knees beside the truck, the gravel biting through my jeans, mirroring the ache in my heart. Lord of mercy, I whisper, my voice a fragile tremble. I'm lost in this darkness, I need to forgive myself first, but I don't know how. Guide me, please.
The sky becomes an inky canvas, vast and peppered with countless constellations that flicker above me, distant yet present like the eternal witnesses to my plea. In this solitude, a presence as soft as the breeze envelops me, a divine whisper saying, start where apologies begin. I remain kneeling, grounded by the firmness of the earth. The hum of passing cars plays in the background, their headlights streaking like beacons of hope across an otherwise dark path. The air thickens with the first hints of impending rain. It mingles with earth and exhaust, reminders of life's beauty and grime. Holy One, I continue, tears mingling with raindrops, as if the heavens too weep. Help me find peace, show me the road back to her heart. In the profound silence of the night, warmth suddenly blooms in my chest, a gentle nudge towards something true, as if the shepherd of my soul guides me onto a path I've strayed from for too long. Hope gathers like dawn's first light on the horizon of my heart. I rise from prayer, the gravel leaving small imprints on my knees, a mark of surrender to something far greater than myself. The decision to act forms with a grace-filled clarity as the rain slackens, leaving behind a fresh scent that speaks of new beginnings. The time to reach out has arrived, a divine urging wrapped in the quiet certainty that only faith can provide.
trembling hands, I retrieve my phone from my coat pocket, its screen harsh against the night sky. Her number is dialed from memory, a comforting but daunting cadence echoing with familiarity. As I wait, each ring echoes like a heartbeat in the stillness, and I offer a silent prayer filled with courage and humility. Her voice, tender and soft, answers the call, Dad. That single word opens a pathway illuminated by my earlier prayers. I stumble for words, knowing only that I must speak from the heart. Darling, it's me. I begin, my words tumbling out like a river breaking its dam. I've been carrying this burden, and I realize I need to ask for your forgiveness, but first to forgive myself. My voice cracks under the weight of vulnerability, but the Holy One steadies me with unseen hands. Can we try again?
A chorus of my phrase, the gravel leaving small imprints on my knees, a mark of surrender to something far greater than myself. The decision to act forms with a grace-filled clarity as the rain slackens, leaving behind a fresh scent that speaks of new beginnings. The time to reach out has arrived, a divine urging wrapped in the quiet certainty that only faith can provide. With trembling hands I retrieve my phone from my coat pocket, its screen harsh against the night sky. Her number is dialed from memory, a comforting but daunting cadence echoing with familiarity. As I wait, each ring echoes like a heartbeat in the stillness, and I offer a silent prayer filled with courage and humility. Her Jingling softly, the crisp morning air nipped at my skin, while dawn painted the sky with hues of promise. The bakery was my refuge, where flour lay like soft snow on the worn wooden countertops, a place where dreams were as tangible as the dough beneath my fingers. Every morning I dusted flour with reverence, tracing holy scriptures in the sacred quiet before the world awoke. Here, amidst the comforted aroma of yeast and the warmth of ovens, my heart turned fully to God. As I shaped the dough, I prayed, Lord of mercy, let my hands mold hope into this bread. Let it nourish those who need it most. The kneading rhythm became prayer itself, each fold and stretch a petition for grace and strength, echoing my soul's deepest yearnings. Across the street stood another bakery, Amir's arrival by circumstance. Competition brewed quietly in our small community, each loaf a silent challenge. Our exchanges were few but meaningful, and not here a lifted brow, there gestures that spoke volumes of shared dreams and humble beginnings. Yet an unspoken respect lingered in our shattered glances. Tension peaked when a batch of my sourdough failed. The yeast rebelled, leaving nothing but a thick, stubborn slab. Distress clung like flour dust, whispering doubts in crisis. I prayed, shepherd of my soul, I am lost. Guide me as you would a prodigal son. Let me find your path now. Silence settled around me like a comforting cloak, lighting a flicker of hope in my heart, a gentle nudge beyond my worry. God's guidance led me across the street to Amir's door, his brows lifted in surprise, revealing curiosity and kindness. I held out the loaf. Amir, would you share your wisdom? I struggle with my bread. Amir's eyes softened, a smile welcoming me inside. The scent of his baking, cinnamon and anise swirled like whispers of home. Together we prayed, hands resting on the work table. Holy One, bless the bonds we forged today. May this shared moment weave peace between us. As we worked side by side, kneading struggles into new beginnings, I felt transformation in my soul. No longer rivals, but brothers in bread, touched by a simple act of grace. Each loaf rising was a testament to hope, the crust forming golden promises. The light beyond dawn fully broke upon my return, the sun's rays blessing the earth anew. The warmth filled me with peace, like meeting an old friend with new wisdom. Peace settled over me as flour dust always began my day. Each prayer, each piece of bread was a light forward, a beacon guiding unity and understanding. Amir and I continued to bake, sharing recipes and prayers, stories and dreams. Is our rivalry forgotten? Our bakeries thrive together, a symbol of unity planted in shared soil. Every loaf was a testament to the bond formed in prayer and breaking bread together. Divine Creator, thank you for the breaking of bread, nourishing body and soul. Guide us toward your light, walking in unity and peace through prayer. May your love illuminate our path. Amen.
Act I. The gathering storm. The salty air weighed heavily over the fishing village, a foreboding presence heralding the coming tempest. Dusk stretched its long shadows over the cobblestone paths, presenting the village in a chiaroscuro of light and dark. As ghostly fingers reached through the dim twilight humble cottages, their windows aglow with the warm orange hues of hearth fires, stood resolute against the chill of the sea breeze that spoke in whispers of storms both past and those yet to come. Atop the hill, the village chapel, a modest sanctuary with its peeling white paint reminiscent of forgotten seashells, reached skyward. Its belfry, a vigilant sentinel, overlooked the restless sea, the structure a steadfast beacon of hope anchoring souls against life's turbulent waters.
Inside the chapel thronged with villagers, their voices a low hum beneath the old rafters, reminiscent of leaves rustling softly in a dense forest. Anticipation thickened the air as dusk deepened, whispering on the wings of an evening alive with possibilities. A storm brewed in the skies, and in their hearts Matthias, the village elder and a man of deep faith, peered out through the chapel window at the steel gray sea, its surface mirroring the cloud-laden sky above. His heart ached with the familiar heaviness, a father's worry for his long-lost son, Daniel. Lord of mercy, Matthias whispered, sun-worn hands clasped in prayer over the simple offering of bread and salt before him. Protect us from the storm outside and within, bring him back to us, I pray. His plea, though soft, was steadfast, brimming with the unyielding love of a father. The chapel's air, a blend of damp earth, aged wood, and unshed tears, carried Matthias' supplication heavenward, buoyed by faith in the enduring depths of desperation.
Outside, the wind howled with a ferocity that shook the very bones of the village, rattling windows and causing the chapel doors to tremble. As if echoing some ancient lament amid the tempest, Daniel trudged homeward, his coat sodden and heavy with relentless sea spray. He had left the village in a fury, chasing dreams that crumbled beneath his feet like fragile sand castles. Leaving him worn and disillusioned, each step towards the chapel felt like an act of contrition, a powerful return to the hearth he had once forsaken. Within the chapel, the villagers turned, eyes aglow with a mingling of surprise and profound relief. As the heavy chapel door creaked open, its sound resonant like a whispered promise, Daniel stood framed by twilight, hardship and regret starkly etched upon his face, the weight of his journey visibly borne on his weary shoulders. As he crossed the threshold, the chapel's warmth enveloped him, a blessing and a balm for his battered spirit.
Father, he began, his voice thick with emotion, as he knelt before Matthias. Forgive me, I have lost my way. His words, a raw confession, reached out for absolution from his lifelong guide and shepherd.
Matthias, tears brimming in his eyes,
placed a calloused hand upon his son's shoulder, the touch a manifestation of love and unwavering acceptance. The shepherd of my soul hears every plea, he murmured softly, drawing Daniel into a forgiving embrace. You are home.
Together they knelt in silent prayer, surrendering their burdens and finding restoration, their hearts beating in unison. With the newfound peace, it was as if the Holy One spoke into the storm, calming their spirits with an outpouring of renewal and grace. A new dawn, new dawn. The storm's fury continued to rage, but within the chapel's hallowed walls, peace reigned supreme. Morning broke with the storm clouds parting to unveil a world kissed by the sun, washed clean and glistening with the promise of new beginnings. Villagers gathered once more, hearts buoyed by the scent of fresh bread, mingling with the crisp and vibrant air, a testament to resilience and unbreakable community bonds.
At the altar, Matthias stood firm, his voice steady as he led a litany of thanksgiving. Behold, I make all things new. He declared, his words an echo of the divine promise that had carried them all through the enveloping darkness. His voice became a beacon, calling all gathered to witness grace's unfolding majesty. Beside him Daniel stood, his past burdens lifted by grace, the shadows of his journey transformed into a tapestry of wisdom. With each prayerful word spoken, he felt life's newness unfurl within him, assured now that God had made him whole again. Lessons from his journey and the community's warm embrace turned his heart toward redemption, rendering him a living testament to the transformative power of faith and love.
Holy One, who calms the storm.
hospital corridor seemed endless, lined with doors and filled with the sterile scent of antiseptic and faint coffee. Evening light filtered through windows, casting long shadows that danced across the floor, echoing my racing heart. I thought of my father's stories from childhood, now so distant. Approaching his room, my heart beat a frantic prayer, feelings dense and ready to spill like the rain outside. Inside, machines beeped around my father. Once robust, now frail, I sank into a chair, feeling the weight of unspoken words and regrets. God, shepherd of my soul, I prayed silently, my hands clasped tightly.
Hold us in this night. Let your truth light our path. For I am lost in this shadow.
A flicker of warmth touched my heart. Sunlight through storm clouds.
A nurse entered, her presence a melody of compassion, nodding gently before leaving. Her jasmine perfume, a reminder of life's subtle beauty.
Hours slip by in whispers and sighs, with the rhythmic hum of lights and monitors almost comforting. Fatigue drove me to the hallway, seeking solace, the rain a soothing hymn outside. I leaned against the wall, the chill of tiles contrasting with warm tears. Lord of mercy, I uttered, my voice a gentle ripple. Show me the way through this fear, bring your peace to doubt. Help me carry the flame of truth even when it flickers. In that stillness, divine presence seemed to hush the rain. My father's teachings echoed in my mind. God's truth was a flame we must carry, even when it burned low. My phone vibrated, a digital reminder of the world beyond these walls, the vibration inviting possibilities I feared to grasp. The familiar name on my phone glowed softly. My sister. We hadn't spoken since a family argument. Holding my breath, I answered, her voice tentative yet resolute. Her request to talk was a bridge over misunderstanding, igniting a spark of forgiveness within me, long buried beneath pride.
Yes, I whispered, my voice mingling with the rain and dawn's glow. I wanna make things right.
Through hesitant words, we mended burnt bridges as we spoke. God's truth warmed us, the flame vibrant and alive, guiding our reconciliation. A new dawn emerged, our journey back to one another lit by grace and mercy. The past, a tapestry of lessons, testified to love and faith's enduring strength. Holy One, guide our hearts from shadow into your light. Ignite within us the flame of your truth, that we may carry it faithfully. Fill our souls with the peace that surpasses understanding. In your mercy, help us find courage in surrender. Amen.
An orchestra of anxious voices under harsh fluorescent lights. Phones ring endlessly amid the soft hum of medical machines. Monitors beep and a spectrum of coded lights blinks like a distorted symphony. I, the receptionist, am a solitary figure behind the glass, hands trembling around a styrofoam cup of cold, weak coffee. Its bitter taste lingers, as lukewarm as the hope I find myself clinging to. Each exhalation briefly fogs the partition, hinting at the frosty world outside, the winter wind echoing inside, with every nerve-wracking draft that sneaks through the automatic doors. Beneath the everyday clamor, I sense an unsettling truth. Injustice lurks in the seams of this place. Patients' names blur in a river of need, an unstoppable tide carrying away the injured and desperate, each slipping like leaves on an autumn breeze. Some spend hours waiting, others clutch wrinkled paperwork, eyes dim with fatigue. I am weighed down by the forgotten faces, their untold stories pressing on my conscience like the bite of December cold. Desperate, I close my eyes, whispering a prayer into the busy room. Lord of mercy, I breathe words barely audible amid the intensity. See them even when I fail. Remember those forgotten shepherd their souls, for you know each name. The prayer forms a fragile anchor in my chest, warming the icy corners of despair. Though solace doesn't come immediately, only the rawness of feeling inadequate hangs close. My heart aches with each unanswered call for help, yet I trust that my quiet supplication will rise above the din, reaching ears tuned to the cries of the oppressed. Earlier a shift occurred, an intangible tremor, like an echo of a distant quake, as though the room itself sighed with the burden it bore. I met Maria, a young woman marked by silent battles, her presence speaking volumes where her lips could not. Shadows veiled her eyes, her story written in the lines of fatigue tracing her face. Her pain resonated with me at the demands of the day, tore me away before I could offer more than a nod of acknowledgement, a feeble bridge of empathy. Now Maria's image lingers, an insistent tug on my conscience, a whisper amid the chaos. Her presence remains, a gentle reminder of patience and resilience printed on my thoughts. The noiseless clamor of her unspoken plea agitates my soul. I know I must act, but fear grips me, trapping me within my limitations like chains forged from doubt. Once more I bow my head, hands clenched in prayer, seeking refuge. Holy One, speak in the silence, show me a path to justice for Maria. Give me courage to break chains, to be more than a voice behind glass. The air pauses, hanging thick with expectancy, as if God leans in to listen. Then softly, clearly, an impression forms in my heart. See her. These words resonate deeply, expanding like ripples across the still waters of my spirit, urging me forward with a grace I'd barely comprehend. The courage to and whisper, I rise purposely like a key, turning to unlock trapped potential. I find Maria waiting, small and unassuming amid the sterile seats, a figure etched in quiet perseverance. Her eyes meet mine, searching for a lifeline, a beacon in her storm. Her vulnerability and strength are entwined, each bolstering the other, and I am moved to respond. Maria, I softly call, my tone the promise of summer's breeze amidst the harsh winter night. She meets my gaze and I see beyond duty, a fervent desire to break the yoke binding her, to turn silence into action. Her story unfolds haltingly, the words heavy with the weight of injustice that has stifled her spirit. Together we talk quietly amid the din, a lifeline amid the tempest. I learn of the injustice entangling her, a web needing careful unraveling. She speaks of battles fought in shadows, of rights denied and voices silenced. With renewed resolve I reach out, connecting her to those who offer legal help and shelter, an extending network of grace. Each act is a step of faith, divine whispers transforming into action. The faces of advocates light up with compassion as I explain Maria's plight, and slowly but surely the wheels of justice begin to turn for her. Holy Shepherd, keeper of every soul forgotten by the world, guidance to act with tender. Nightfall in the sanctuary. The cathedral stands majestic against the setting sun, its spires reaching up to pierce the dusky sky. As if striving to touch the heavens, I arrive for my night shift, feeling winter's chill gnawing at my fingertips. The cold seems to seep through even the thickness of my gloves, as I grip the handle of the wrought iron gate. It creaks open with a familiar groan, a sound that resonates in the quiet street, underscoring the solitude of my entrance. Inside the cathedral is a world of shadows and soft echoes, a serene yet solemn fortress that guards its secrets well. My mop bucket clatters across the worn stone floor, the sound reverberating amidst the pews that sit patiently empty, each one a silent witness to countless whispered prayers and unspoken hopes. As I work, I occasionally paused to admire the play of orange light through the stained glass windows, which are now illuminated by the final rays of the setting sun. The glass, meticulously crafted, tells stories of faith, sacrifice, and redemption. the silent walls in hues that dance with the fading daylight. This place is timeless, a repository of countless souls' yearnings. Yet every corner feels unfamiliar to me, a stranger in its sacredness. Despite the routine of my task, the organ hums gently to life, a low reverent note that fills the space with an anticipatory hush. A sound warming up for tomorrow's worship, a cycle as eternal as the rising sun. Each night, the same anxious thought visits me. Despite the hours spent here, I still feel like an outsider to its holy embrace, like someone perpetually on the threshold of something beautiful, yet distant. Batik, crisis prayer beneath the rose window. I kneel beneath the great rose window, an architectural marvel whose brilliance now fades to monochrome under the encroaching night. Its intricate designs, once vibrant with color, are veiled in twilight, creating an ethereal tapestry that seems to contain all of history's echoes. My breath is visible in the cool air, a fleeting cloud of warmth that vanishes as I whisper my distress. Lord of mercy, I feel so alone in your house. How do I belong where my heart feels misplaced? The silence that follows is not empty, it is dense with an unspoken presence, as though the ancient stones themselves hold their breath. Listening intently, my prayer hangs in the air like a fragile thread, and I am left to contend with the echo of mop water and the faint rustle of unseen robes, a sound that often makes me wonder if I'm truly alone. I wait heart tight with expectation, hoping to feel a shift, a sign, something, anything to ease the gnawing sense of being adrift in a sea of sanctity. Turning in the stillness, the night deepens, wrapping the cathedral in a deeper silence. And I find myself drawn irresistibly to the altar, where a single flickering flame of a devotional candle holds its solitary vigil. Its light is warm against the encroaching dark, casting gentle dancing shadows that seem to leap across the altar's polished surface. Here I kneel once more, but this time the noise within me begins to quiet down. Shepherd of my soul, I breathe into the stillness. Guide me from the shadows into your light. Teach me to listen for your voice in my restless heart. In that moment of surrender, as if responding to a silent call, a warmth unfurls within me, soft as spring's breath upon winter's lingering chill. It's a gentle urging, an invitation to carry a quiet prayer with me through each action, to weave it into the rhythm of my duties, into each sweep of the mop and every moment of stillness. This is prayer transformed, not as a separate act, but as a seamless extension of my very being. The echo of transformation as I rise from my kneeling place. The sense of isolation ebbs like the retreating tide, its grip on my heart